Well, welcome everybody. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you and to wish you happy winter holidays. I know that we just had the lovely celebration of Hanukkah and Christmas and all the different types of celebrations that take place this time of year. I think for us, we're just trying to stay warm. It's been a pretty cold couple weeks, but we're sitting here nestled in our studio, looking forward to sharing wonderful music with you this evening. So it's a really special treat for us because we have two just amazing musicians with us this evening, and they're actually in the same space, so it's going to feel a little bit different, but we'll keep up with our I guess our same protocols, Paul.
Yes. We're too old to change, Cheryl.
I know. These are the things that happen. So I just want everyone to give a big shout out and welcome to Melissa Ferrick and Natalia Zukerman. They're with us this evening and they're going to be performing, and it's just going to be wonderful, wonderful. So Melissa, hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Natalia.
Hi.
So you all are hailing from Massachusetts, correct?
I don't hail from here.
Oh, no, you hail from New York. Oh, hail New York.
Don't say that to the New Yorker. No, I hail from here, though, from Massachusetts. Yeah, no, I'm up in Newburyport, Massachusetts, which is like an hour north of Boston, Mass, close to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So that's where I'm at. That's where we are right now. And Natalia was just at a couple of my shows at Passim. I see Amy's here. Amy was at the show. And yeah, I do yearly end of the year shows at Passim in Cambridge and Harvard Square. And I've been doing that every year for like, I don't know, 16 or 17 years now. So it felt really good to be there. So it's great to be with you tonight. Just kind of cherry on top for me.
I know, we are so excited. I was going through and reading your bio, and I did not realize you got your recording contract at the young age of 21.
Yeah.
Wow.
It might have been a mistake. Yeah.
But your trajectory has led you in lots of different paths, and now you are a professor of the practice. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's been really cool. Like a lot of, I mean, I don't know. I think back now, and it seems like most of my life has been backwards, which a couple people have said. You know, I started on a major, and then I went to an indie, and then I owned my own label, and then I got another deal, and then I went indie again, and yeah, the teaching thing has been a different. That started about 12 years ago at Berklee College of Music, and then I guess I started teaching in 2010, and so that's 12 years ago. And then I went to graduate school when I was 47 and got a EDM. And then now I'm I have the fancy title. I'm a professor of the practice at Northeastern University in their music department, teaching music industry and songwriting and creative practice, which has been really, really fun. So, yeah, but the record label thing, it's weird. You know, I don't know. It's like I tell my students, you know, if you get offered a deal, take it.
Take it.
Turn it down.
Paul says turn it down. No.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with the
I've
major
had too
deals.
many bad record deals to
Yeah, right? Yeah,
encourage people.
exactly.
Well, we want to hear you. What are you going to play for us this evening?
All right, cool. I thought I'd play this song called Closer, which I didn't play the last two nights. So this is a song called Closer, and I actually, this is a song that a lot of kids really like. So I thought, you know, for Kid Pan Alley, I do this song because every time I play this song, a lot of people that are fans of mine send me videos of their kids singing along to this song. So anyway, this is called Closer. I feel so messed up, I can't get clear. I don't know what to do, cause I'm neck deep in fear. My back feels like it's been holding up the weight of this house, these three cats, and my truck filled with crap. But with every little bang, every little push, every little step I take, I get closer, a second at a time, using my breath. True, I got a fear of success, but with every little bang, every little push, every little step I take, I'm getting closer. Getting a little bit closer. Cause life is not so simple. It ain't just blah, blah, blah. I imagine my brain looks like a carousel on fire. When I go into hiding, you know to just stay clear. You get it's not about you, baby, it's me fighting me, fighting me, fighting me all the time out here. Yeah, but with every little bang, every little push, every little step I take, I get closer a second at a time, using my breath. True, I got a fear of success, but with every little bang, every little push, every little step I take, I'm getting closer. Getting a little bit closer. Yeah, still, I can't sit still or relate, and I get so tired. Lay there awake, wondering what she sees. I wonder, what is it you get? Why am I so lucky? You ain't left me yet. Oh, you ain't left me yet. Why am I so lucky? Every little bang, every little push, step I take, I get closer a second at a time, using my breath. True, I got a fear of success, but with every little bang, every little push, every little step I take, I get closer a second at a time, using my breath. True, I got a fear of success, but with every little bang, every little push, every little step I take, I'm getting closer. Yeah, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Getting a little bit closer.
Yeah.
I love it. Every little step.
I forgot to tell you about the applause meters, and that's
I was just going to tell you guys, out of all the Zoom stuff I've ever done, I've never heard that applause thing, and it just made me feel so much better. I was like, oh my God.
We all need a little applause.
We
I
all
think
need a
that's what
little
we were
applause.
missing the last 3 years.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, the Zoom, the deadness of Zoom after you'd play a song, it was just like, man, I suck. You know, it was just like, every
Nobody's
song, I just be
applauding.
like, nobody cares. It's like,
Well,
all right,
we-
I'll play another one.
We care, and so does my Stream Deck.
But we love it. And you know what? When we're doing Zoom with the kids and we hit that applause, their eyes just light up. It's like they can just they can envision the whole audience out there going, yeah. You know, it's magical. It is magical. I love that song. And I tell you what, you had me hooked when you said cats, because we are big cat fans.
Yeah, I have a cat here named Tiny that will make herself present at some point, I'm sure.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh. I can understand why all the kids sing. It just gets you popping, you know?
They like the word crap. I have found that children like all the songs where I talk about anything having to do with poop or, you know, cars. Carousel's also in there, and then I have another song about like Carousel on Fire. I mean, for a 10-year-old kid, that's like, you know, if they get to sing the word crap, it makes them happy, and so you know, it's a double winner for them: fire and crap. Yeah.
This is true. Such simple things. But you know what? When they start laughing and enjoying it, it just brings that kid back out inside of us.
Totally.
You know?
Yep.
It's just so there. So Natalia, how did it feel sitting there and just kind of you know you're on? I have this with Paul because you know we're sitting here together side by side. I have to be really good. You know.
Oh gosh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you can't like, you know,
I can't be like
you can't take a break.
checking my phone. No, I mean, this is a live wire of a human being, so there's a lot of energy all the time, and to get to be right next to her when she plays music it's the best. One of my favorite things in my whole life.
So is there the potential of some harmony in our future tonight?
I forgot to learn that song.
I've only been hearing it for the last
For like-
23 years.
You just wrote it 2 years ago.
No, I didn't.
I know. Am I next? Am I going to play?
Yeah,
a
no,
song?
we're gonna sing together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do things.
Oh,
yeah.
let's do the one I just taught you.
All right.
So
Is she singing a song now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
let's have Natalia come on. I just wanted to give, a shout out to everyone that's in the Zoom room. We're so happy to have you. And for those of you that don't know, Natalia has added another piece to her her resume, her big pie in the world here. And she works with Kid Panelli. She's been working with us now for, golly,
Well, since
Almost a ye-
before the pandemic,
before
right?
the pandemic, writing songs. She and Paul were writing songs together. But I mean, the kids love you. You
I
know,
love
and
them. It's the best. We've been talking about that a lot. Like I don't have children of my own, and I feel like in some ways to get to do this work is fulfilling a lot of that need and desire for me in the world. You know, so it's just.
Well,
it's such a
I say
blessing.
I have 80,000 children. in my class.
Exactly.
And I don't have to pay for college or feed them.
Oh yeah, there's that.
but the schools get so excited when they know it's Natalia and Paul. It's just,
Yeah, we're
I mean,
a good
they're
team, buddy.
yeah. What a
True.
great team. So what do you? Okay, so tell us what you're going to play.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play a song that I do feel like I wrote like 2 years ago, but it must have been like 12 or more, 13, 14. Anyway, it's a song I wrote. I do remember that it was the eve of New Year's Eve, and
What does that mean? The eve
like the
of...
day before the day before
Oh,
the day,
okay. Okay. Yeah, got it. So-
which is a good line actually.
what,
anyway,
the eve before the eve?
is it?
Yeah, maybe. We
don't
should
know.
write that later. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is a song called Always. These are all Melissa's beautiful guitar. We're like in a guitar store. Just please enjoy the guitar pornography of going on. So I don't know. I choose you right now. You're the one I'm doing. Okay. One more spin around the sun. The difference of a year. I've been living like I'm on the run, but I keep ending up right here. Keeping it in between the ditches, having the most fun I can, on the search for the world's best sandwich. I never said I had lofty plans. My plan was you, your plan was me. So with all those people listening, we said always, always, all those ways you do. We said always, always, is that something you undo? And all the times we drove out west into the tyranny of the setting sun, you say, so close your eyes and rest. Even soldiers get to sleep, so that's how you needed me to see you, full of bravery. Nothing has more fragility than saying always, always, all those ways you do. Always, always, is that
I love the harmony, and I love always, always.
Such a great song.
That is a great,
is fantastic.
That is a great, great song. So
Friends.
Paul leaned over and he said, you know, Cheryl, he said, there might be people out there tonight that don't know who we are. So I thought, oh,
A whole
should I
bunch of them,
interview you?
think.
well, I guess you could.
Good. Oh, okay. Well, for all our friends out there, welcome. If you've just joining, I'm Natalia. This is Melissa, and up next we have the wonderful Reislers. That is Paul and Cheryl Reisler. Paul, founder director of the wonderful Kid Pan Alley, 23 years, and still ticking. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. They are the might behind the machine, and just such a beautiful partnership in life, in art, and music. And so, what are you going to play for us?
Well, this song has a real sentimental meaning for me because in my first career, I was an educator and retired as an elementary school principal. And I met Paul through Kid Pan Alley. My PTA hired him, and he came out to my school and wrote songs with 4th and 5th graders. And this was one of the songs that our 4th graders wrote with Paul, and it's pretty special.
Yeah, well, and this one was one we did with the Key Center down the street from you. And so what we did is Cheryl had a reverse inclusion program with a school, a special school for kids who were seriously impacted by autism. And so we partnered some of those children up with some of the students in Cheryl's school and wrote this song called Life is Good Because We Have Music. And indeed it is.
It is. Life is great. All right, hit it, Paul. Life is good because we have music, so why don't we just sing all the time? We may be different, we make mistakes. Sometimes we give and sometimes we take. But each day we learn, each day we thrive, and most of all life is good because we're alive. Sweet as candy, sweet as family, sweet as apple pie. Good times and bad times, good times and sad times, young, wild and free, it's good to be me. Life is good because we have music, so why don't we just sing all the time? We may be different, we make mistakes. Sometimes we give and sometimes we take, but each day we learn, each day we thrive, and most of all life is good because we're alive. Making new friends, keep the old ones, walking on a cloud. Let's have some fun till the day is done. Fireflies light up the sky. Life is good because we have music, so why don't we just sing all the time? We may be different, we make mistakes. Sometimes we give and sometimes we take, but each day we learn, each day we thrive, and most of all life is good because most of all life is good because most of all life is good because we're alive. Oh, we'll take that one out pretty quick.
Yeah.
No, kids are they're really quite amazing. And when I met Paul, as a good administrator should, I sat in and observed and watched the interaction with my students. And I was amazed because he only spends 2 hours. It takes 2 songwriting sessions to write a song. And we had a lot of non-English speaking kids, and they were totally just eating out of the palm of his hand. I don't know if it's because they thought you were their
It was
grandpa.
it was the M&Ms.
Oh, you were feeding my kids M&Ms. All right, well, that will explain a few things afterwards. But no, it's, and I think that's when I fell in love with Kid Pan Alley, and I realized the magic, and I also realized the importance of why we do, of why it's so important to keep doing what you're doing. Which I hope that tonight you will feel a sense of magic and wonder and joy, and will make a donation for Kid Pan Alley. We work with kids all over the country, but schools just don't seem to, well, they've never had a lot of funding. I can speak from experience, but it seems like of late, the past 3 years, it's been really challenging, and kids need this. They need to learn how to be creative. So throughout the night, you can make a donation to the tip jar. We hope that you'll be generous and give, and this will help to support the residencies that we'll be working on this spring and into the fall of next year.
And during our fall fundraiser, which is what we're in the middle of right now,
That's right.
we have a 2-to-1 match. That means that if you donate $10, it's $30 for us. Thanks to our board of directors is doing a match, and also the William and Mary Grieve Foundation, who has been a great
Very
sponsor
generous.
of ours over the years. So please dig in deep, because it goes a long way.
That's right. It's very exciting. So let's swing back around, and Melissa, we're coming back to you.
Okay, which guitars for the younger selves?
That guy.
All right, now
Can
do
you get
your
it? 'Cause
guitars
mine
have
has-
names?
No,
No?
actually,
Interesting.
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that-
it's okay.
This is the Gibson. This is Gibson Hummingbird.
This is Gibson Hummingbird.
Yeah. Are you sure this is? This is it?
The C, right?
No, this just has to. Yeah. This has to be a.
Yeah.
No, I think I can just.
Use your ear.
Yeah. Close. Thank you.
That's a music educator.
I can tune a guitar. Kind of. Let's not get too excited. Did you want to ask me any other questions, or you just want? I feel like I got distracted.
Tell us about the story behind the song.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a new song. This is a song called "Making Our Younger Selves Proud." This is a co-write with my friends Lori McKenna and Mary Gaucher. I've known both of those women for a very, very long time, and we all came up at the same time. So yeah, we did a three-way write on Zoom. That's one of the things that's been awesome about when COVID started, for me anyway. It really exploded my co-writing. Because I was just hanging out with friends who were all over the place, who are also songwriters, and I don't know. When COVID hit for me, I was very afraid. I don't know if that happened. I got very, very scared, and really, really scared, and like I thought, breathing that I was gonna die by breathing. It was like I kind of had a bit of a mental reaction to it, but I don't think I'm the only one. So anyway, it really freaked me out, and being able to be in Zoom sessions with other people who were like, okay, let's do something, because I was like, what are we supposed to do? Just sit around and wait to see whether or not we breathe and get this sickness and then die? It just seemed so weird. So having something to do was very helpful. So by the time, things settled down, and then Mary and Lori and I booked this session to write. This was only a few months ago. So this hasn't been cut yet, but it's a song about, the idea was, it started with this idea that I had, which was, when you're with somebody who has been married before, and they have an engagement ring or a wedding ring from when they were married before, and you've never seen it, because they don't show it to you, because that might be weird. But they have that ring somewhere, and you know that it's somewhere, but you just don't know where it is. But it's probably in the house that you're living with them. So there's this other love that's hanging around. And so that's how I started talking about it to Mary and Lori. And I was like, it's like the ring is in the back of the bedside table drawer. And then Lori just wrote that down, and we kind of ran with that idea, and the idea that as we grow older, we make our younger selves very proud of us. So it was kind of that idea of in reflection of self. If my younger self could see me now, she would be really proud of me. So that's what the song is about. Or maybe your younger self is proud of you. That's the idea. Unfinished wine, like unfinished floors. That ring that you keep in your bedside top drawer. At the end of the day, it don't matter what you're keeping it for. Yeah, I've sung thousands of songs in hundreds of towns. Everybody knows what I carry around, a bird on a wire waiting for rain, a boat looking for shore. Yeah, I choose you, I choose now, I choose love. Whether the sun's going down or the sun's coming up, every love that we've had's got us right here, right now. We're making our younger selves proud. We're making our younger selves proud. Yeah, after all those dead-end roads, broken hearts, broken homes, there's no way that we could have known something so good was waiting. I choose you, I choose now, I choose love. Whether the sun's going down or the sun's coming up, every love that we've had's got us right here, right now. We're making our younger selves proud. We're making our younger selves proud. Yeah, we got our black leather jackets. God bless our younger selves. Forgiveness is magic. God bless our younger selves. God bless our younger selves. God bless our younger selves. I choose you, I choose now, I choose love. Whether the sun's going down or the sun's coming up, baby. Every love that we've had, it's got us right here, right now. Yeah, I choose you, I choose now, I choose love. Whether the sun's going down or the sun's coming up, every love that we've had's got us right here, right now. We're making our younger selves proud, making our younger selves proud, making our younger selves proud, making our younger selves proud.
So good.
Yeah, I choose you, I choose now, I choose love, making my younger self proud. Wow.
So good. So
You know,
good.
That's such an interesting concept, you know,
It is, isn't it? I thought
Yeah.
so too. Yeah.
to think, how would my younger self think about it? Yeah.
Well, and also like the idea that what would it be like if I were to live every day with the thoughtfulness that I was making my current self proud of my older self. Like that's a really intentional way to live, you know? And like I do that some days, you know, but like that's a real nice intention to put out for myself in the morning. Like I'm gonna try to live today in a way that is gonna make me, when I'm 75, really proud of myself, you know. Kind of think about my grandmother, like ways in which my grandmother appreciated that I was in the world, you know, and what she was the kindest woman. My grandmother never said a bad word about anybody, and so a lot of times when I find myself gossiping or making fun of people, you know, I think about my grandmother, because I just think, you know, there's just no need for this. It's just reverse pride, you know. It's just like so it was a really great conversation. I was telling Natalia that three-way co-write, I actually recorded the entire session on Zoom, and it's probably 2.5 or 3 hours long of me and Mary and Lori, just, you know, from the song. As Paul, I'm sure you know, we've written so many songs. When you can watch a song be birthed from the moment, there was no conversation before we got together. It was like, how are you? How are you? What's going on? There's a lot of jib jab, you know, coffee. And then just boom, it starts to bloom. This conversation about a ring in the back of a drawer, and broken homes and broken hearts, and growing up, and leather jackets. And yeah, it's just kind of really cool. Paul, can I ask sure. Paul, do you guys, when you do your sessions with Kid, only because I'm new to learning about what Kid Pan Alley is, I mean, Natalia's been in telling me a lot about it for the last few months, but do you guys, when you do Zoom sessions with kids, do you do Zoom writing with kids? And if so, do you record those sessions so that you'll have a documentation of the process?
Well, mostly we're writing like 100 songs a year or so, sometimes more. So recording 100 2-hour sessions, I know I would never get through listening to them all. So what we do is we record as we're going along. Like when we write a section, we'll record it mostly so we don't forget it. And then at the end of the session, we record it. And then we do a nice guitar vocal version for the kids so that they have really a studio quality guitar vocal thing. Now, sometimes we also go further and do a full-blown production of it and put it on one of our records. In fact, I'm going to play one of those for you a little later, which will be a special treat because it's like my favorite one of the 3,000 songs I've written with kids at this point.
How do you pick a favorite?
You can't have favorite children.
My
Yes, you
favorite
can.
child.
That's
But
awesome.
it's, it would be great to do that, but it also means it's just going to sit there somewhere and no one's ever going to listen to it.
Yeah, no, I know that. I was talking more about, like, I'd be curious to see what the kids, I want to see the look on the kids' faces and their body reactions to when a song is being born. Not the recording of the song itself. Not that I don't care about that, but I don't really. What I no, what I like, just kind of like seeing the reaction of, that's what I'm really into when I teach songwriting. I've been really focused on watching physical reactions of people when spark or when flow starts to come into play, and seeing when I can recognize it in a human's interaction. And I would just, I would love to come watch a session.
You should
You're
come.
welcome. You're
We'll
welcome
invite
to
you
come watch.
Yeah, because I bet you could see if someone was like, as an administrator too, right? Like when we're sitting in the back, you can kind of feel, well, you know how you feel when God enters the room anyway, whatever you want to call God. You can feel it, and so when that happens in a creative environment, it must be really beautiful with children because they're just so open to spirit,
It is, and they get so excited.
They do. They get really excited.
especially when they come up with a great line, and
Yeah.
and when they get the applause and all of those things. Let's see, Pam Felber just wrote in the chat, the recording means the world to the kids. They feel the ownership. They're so excited, and after Paul and Cheryl leave, they're approaching me and saying, Mrs. Felber, I wrote a song. It's the
Aw.
gift keeps giving.
It is.
Thank you, Pam.
Oh, cool. I see the chat now. Well, thanks for answering that, Paul. I appreciate it. Okay, Natalia,
It's also
back to you.
just to add to that, just such an amazing thing that sometimes the kids, I think for the teachers in the room to watch the kids participate, and sometimes the kids who are like, the bad kid or the one who's always acting out is an artist, turns out.
Yeah.
And so, to see them get to participate when we get there. For the teachers, we've heard that a lot too. Like, thank you for giving me the gift of observing the children
Yeah.
in that environment, because they don't get to do that every day.
Yeah, very
true.
true.
Yeah.
Builds a community
Mhm.
in a very special way, because kids are raw. They're sharing their feelings, and I think the most important thing is to help them realize is to encourage that, because in school, at elementary school, probably more so than other places, kids are responsible for learning so much that I don't think that they're asked as much as often as they should. What do you think?
And they have the same, it's the creative process. So there's moments where they're like, this is awesome. And then there's moments where like, this is the worst thing ever, which is just called songwriting.
All right, Natalia, what are you going to play for us?
Well, I was gonna play this Kid Pan song, which I will maybe next time, but I was just so taken by what you were saying about your future, the future and the past, and this sort of figure eight eternity thing, and that's this song a little bit. I'm a partial caregiver for my mom who has Alzheimer's, and if anybody is a caregiver or has experienced a loved one with dementia, it's the most sacred, beautiful, and excruciating experience to watch this time-space continuum just fold in on itself. And so this song came out of that a little bit, and just that thought of I've really, the way that I show up is how do I want to think about this later, because I'm in the moment with her, very much so, but it's very challenging. And so I just often go to the place of like, I don't want to miss anything, and I also don't want to regret any of my actions or thoughts. So I think about that a lot. And so this came out of a prompt that sweet Mai Bloomfield and I are in a group together, a weekly songwriting group with Matt the electrician. So many friends here. This is so fun. Thank you for coming. We get a prompt every week from Matt the electrician, and on Friday by midnight you must hand it in. So the prompt this week was someone at the hospital. And so here we go. And Melissa really helped me finish this song. You did. You really, really did. We already know how it ends, so let's not rush this part. If you're doing something right, it's bound to leave a mark. So break wide open, take a look inside. Maybe being scared is just finding new ways to be surprised. Find me now that I'm not lost. I'm on my own path. I'm learning how to walk. Find me. I've been here all the time. I'm flashing open, open. I'm a neon sign. Someone at the hospital calls to let me know I missed my chance to walk you home. I will break wide open and then I'll see you there. You've been gone for so long and now you're everywhere, saying open, 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 open. I'm flashing open, I'm a neon sign. Ooh. Open, 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 I'm a neon.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, well,
Friends.
That was so beautiful, and we were so blessed to meet and spend
Yeah,
time
that was a
with your
great
mom.
day.
It was a great time when we went for a walk, and she just always smiling, and you know.
Yeah.
No.
I just want to give a quick shout to my friend Barbara, Dr. Barbara Milton, who is here tonight, who wrote the most beautiful book about being a caregiver, heeding the caregiver's call. And for anybody who needs a guide, it's out in the world and it's being republished by a wonderful university press. And it's a really, when she first sent it to me, I was like, cool, I'm not going to read that. It's a lot. And now it's like I need it. She's been a really incredible resource for me, and so for anybody out there who would like that book, I can find the link and
I'll
put
put
it
the
in
link in
chat.
the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
That
Barbara,
would
if
be
you could do
wonderful.
that. Kay, if you're with Barbara, if you could do that for us. Thank you, Barbara, for that beautiful book.
And thank you for that beautiful song.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I want to say thank you to Tracy Jackman, Tracy and John, Pam Felber, Karina Chadwick, Maya Bloomfield, Kristen Zemet, Pinka Zukerman, Mindy Robbins, and Steve Mahoney. Thank you so much for your
For donations,
generosity.
yes.
Thank you
And
so much.
remember, everybody, today, 1 equals 3.
That's
So
right.
that's the new Kid Pan Alley math.
great.
1 equals 3. So because your donations are going to be double matched.
So thank you.
And on that note, I think actually what I'd like to do is we have a new Kid Pan Alley song that we recorded, and it was such an amazing recording that I don't know that we can do it justice just by playing it on the guitar. So we're going to play the video of it because it features probably the greatest violinist in the world, Pinka Zukerman. Natalia's dad played on it.
And Amanda.
And Amanda Forsyth played the cello,
greatest cellist.
the greatest cellist. So it is really
then-
quite spectacular.
Natalia sang it.
Natalia
The
sang it,
greatest singer.
and
The greatest singer in the world.
It's there.
the greatest singer in
Oh,
the
you
world,
wait
and
till
then
you
this,
hear this. This is.
and then this funky guitar player in a purple shirt. But anyway, it was just the most beautiful song, and let me tell you about how it happened. We were working with a school down near Richmond, Virginia, and it was part of our new literacy program. So each class read a different book about a well-known woman, a famous woman, and then we wrote a song about what they had read about. And so it gave them an opportunity to dig deeper into the story, to make the story their own, to transform the story, and learn more and more about who they were writing about. And this particular book was a book about Maya Lin, who has designed the Vietnam Wall Memorial, among many, many other things. And we wrote this amazing song about the Vietnam Wall Memorial with them, and then we arranged it for string quartet, and Pincus and Amanda were the string quartet with a little bit of overdubbing. And we have this song that is just one of my favorites, and I'd like to play it for you. I'd also like to, it's a video, so we did, my friend Sue Malumfi and I got hooked into AI art recently. And you see, I haven't had a television since 1967. And the kids go, well, how do you live? You don't have a television, you never play video games. And I go, well, you know, I've written like 3,000 songs. How many do you think I would have written if I had a television? And they go, 3. And I might only write 3 more songs because I'm so addicted to this AI art thing. I'm spending all my time doing that instead of writing songs. But anyway, here's the video, and a big shout out to Pincus and Amanda for being so gracious and playing on it here.
Oh, hey, Paula, you got unmute there.
There's a place we go to remember, a wound in the earth that needs healing, a wall that holds the memories and all our feelings. 58,000 soldiers gave their lives. 58,000 names carved in stone. May they always be remembered. May they always be known. Stone doesn't disappear, but it slowly changes shape as the light fades away. Our memories don't dim, they keep shining in our hearts. In our minds, they're always with us. They're such a gift to us. There's a place we go to remember, a wound in the earth that needs healing, a wall that holds the memories and all our feelings. 58,000 soldiers gave their lives. 58,000 names carved in stone. May they always be remembered. May they always be known. May they always be remembered. May they always be known. In the silence of the storm, we hear all their whispering souls, guiding us along on our lonely path, through the forest and the snow. Though the healing may be slow, we'll come back to what we know. There's a place we go to remember, a wound in the earth that needs healing, a wall that holds the memories and all our feelings. 58,000 soldiers gave their lives. 58,000 names carved in stone. May they always be remembered. May they always be known. There's a place we go to remember.
The artwork is beautiful, Paul.
Yes, and I see that our dear friend Sue Malumfi is out there in the audience, and Sue is the one who turned me on to AI art and helped make all those wonderful, wonderful images. So thank you, Sue, and it's so good to see you out there. Isn't that just the most beautiful thing you ever heard? And just imagine what it's like. You're a fourth grader, and you're a fourth grader, and you wrote a song like that, and it gets performed by Zukerman, who it looks like just entered the waiting, just came on. You missed your song there, Pinkus.
Hi, I've been having trouble getting on, but I'm finally on.
Well, we just played "Place We Go to Remember" with your beautiful violin and viola playing, and Amanda's cello.
Oh,
And
we had such a good time doing it. It was fantastic, Paul.
well, it was like
Loved it.
one of the high points of my life. So thank you so much for that, Pickus.
Oh, thank you.
We so enjoyed it. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I know, it just kind of
I
takes
know,
your
it's
breath
like-
away. It does every time.
And we're not going to follow that. We're going to make Melissa follow that.
Listen, we're going to swing
That
back
was,
around.
that was our song this time.
That's all right. I'm used to him. He's
What,
how's
what
it
did
going?
I do wrong?
We're gonna do The Truth Is. You're gonna play Joe.
I have to tune.
Want me?
No.
You.
My dad's here. Don't be out of tune. Okay.
Do you want me to tune it?
You sound good.
I recognize those two.
Yeah. We just can't. Nobody can see anything anymore, so we all have to wear like bottle glasses.
Duh.
What do you need, Tal?
My son.
Technology. Boy, oh boy.
I don't.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh, right here.
There you are. I see you.
It takes a village. Get Dad mute, would you? Love you. Bye.
What's on mute? Doesn't happen that if you say
Bye.
He doesn't know how to mute.
Doesn't know how.
Mute.
Bye. Mute my dad. Love you. See you later. Okay.
Well, you are stuck in the park in the pouring rain, and I am filling up this house with music sung by our friends. Connecticut is in the way, making it a 5-hour drive to see your sweet face. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Turn our old love into new, yeah, when the truth is I'm nothing without you. Yeah, the truth is I never stopped being in love with you. Yeah, so take all that I am. Tell me what you need me to do. Yes, baby, 'cause anything isn't big enough word to describe what I'm willing to go through. Yeah, the truth is I'm nothing without you. Yeah, the truth is I never stopped being in love with you. Yeah, when your eyes meet my eyes, I feel the center of my heart. We are cyclical, perennial. I'm only at home in your arms, and repetition creates a habit, but repetition breaks a habit too. I don't know how we're gonna do this, turning our old love into new. Yeah, the
never stop being in love with you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you.
Yeah.
Love songs, love songs.
That's a love song.
That's a love song. What's your favorite kind of song to write?
Ones that make me feel better.
See, if we asked that question in Nashville, they'd say, the ones that make me money.
I don't know
that
about
could make
that.
you feel better.
Yeah, I think the same thing.
It's just a way to communicate, a way to get out your feelings, a way to
Yes, thank you.
spread all that good stuff.
I'm just happy when I write one, honestly. I mean, aren't you? I mean, you. The best ones are the ones that come out of nowhere, you know? That's not, I mean, I'm not really all that in charge of it. But that's the hard thing about, like, you know, teaching songwriting, right? That's always been something I've always had a really, really hard time with. I went to Berklee College of Music as a songwriting major on a trumpet scholarship, which is weird. I was a classical trumpet player. And then, so I only lasted at Berklee for 2 years, and I quit and moved to New York and started playing in the clubs and everything. And then years later, I would go start teaching, and I was teaching in the department I quit. Which I think is the best. You know, they gave me more money than I gave them, which is always the outcome you want.
That's really hard to do at Berkeley,
Yeah,
being as expensive as it is.
yeah, it really is. It's hard. It's hard to, yeah, because so much of songwriting is that it's a mystery. You know what I mean? I think I make a lot of space for my students. I'm a mentor. I'm really not a teacher. You know what I mean? I just create space for people to feel like they can express themselves, like safe space. And in actuality, that's not a usual thing. You know, I mean, you have been teaching for a long, long time, and I find more and more that it's like no kid wants to be in a room with a teacher who doesn't want to be there. You know, I mean, there's just nothing worse. And I just was starting to feel like I didn't want to be there. I was like, I'm teaching something I don't believe you can teach. This is ridiculous. You know. So I had to really change my approach. That's why I went back to school, because I was like, this isn't working for me, you know? So it's been, I don't know, just when you asked me, like, what kind of song do I like to write? It's like, I like to feel like writing. I think as a writer, I feel so uncomfortable so much of the time, and I only feel more comfortable when I'm writing or right after I've written, and then I build up on comfortability, and then I write again. So I don't know. Being a songwriter is like being a big trash can. When it gets filled up, you have to get taken out, you know, and then you fill up again, take it out. It's just, life is repetition, just over and over and over again, and hopefully you get lucky once in a while.
But I can imagine your students would confirm what I told parents every year that I was in school. And it doesn't matter what the building looks like, and it doesn't matter, you know, truly it doesn't matter about all of those things. The most important thing is who you place in front of your child, and that is the teacher.
Yeah, they are the most important. Yeah,
It is the most important.
yeah, yeah, and good coffee.
Okay. That was, yeah, coffee.
Somewhat important. Yeah. All right, Tali.
All right, Miss Natalia.
All right, we'll talk about songs. This song has become the joke that Paul and I say all the time is your song better than a fifth grader's song? And the answer is no.
No.
So, you know, we write a lot of amazing songs like That Place We Go to Remember. They're all amazing because they are creations, and they're once where there was nothing, there is now something. It is magic. And we write a lot of songs about cats and dogs and homework and, you know, not liking school and things like this. And they're great. They're all great. And every once in a while you ask a class, what do you want to write about? We say you can write about anything, unless it's, you know, something that we have pre-described, like the song for Women's History Month. It's up to them, right? What do you want to write about? So it's this group of fifth graders, and this kid raises their hand, and he's like, well, I'm making a film about Woody Guthrie, and I'm just really concerned right now about the Dust Bowl and how it's playing out in our environmental warfare, actually, currently. And we were like, okay, we'll do that. So this is called Woody and Me and the Truth. written by 5th graders at the Grimes School, and me and Paul. We helped a little, but really, it was just really that what you talked about, that moment that just something else walked into the room that day, for sure.
The stock market crashed faster than a freight train flying down a mountain. All I had left was my guitar and my heart. A few lumps of coal and one lonesome penny. My fingers so cold, my stomach running on empty. I jumped a freight train carrying a stick and my beat up old guitar. Times were tough, things got rough, that's just the way things are. I was homeless, but I was happy, singing songs and always laughing. Back then, Woody and me and the truth. Everything was hard, always jumping from car to car. Wondering if God would save me from this case of the blues. I was singing my song from deep down in my heart, just trying to bring some light into the dark. I jumped a freight train carrying a stick with my beat up old guitar. Times were tough, things got rough, that's just the way things are. I was homeless, but I was happy, singing songs and always laughing. Back then, Woody and me and the truth. Yeah, Woody and me and the truth. Woody and me and the truth.
Come on.
Wow, what a song that is.
What a song,
Yeah.
right?
Woody
I
and me and
know.
the truth.
Yeah,
We
that
wrote
group,
that
and we
one,
wrote
I
another one with them. That 5th grade, we got to go back to Grimes, and the 6th grade wrote another. It was another stunner this year. Those kids just
A stunner.
a stun, I tell
was
you.
a
It
real
was something to write home about, and we did.
It was a stunner.
Oh my gosh.
A showstopper.
The two of you together, though, is
Yeah,
just.
no, I love working with you, Natalia. You
I
are
love
just
working with
the
you too,
best.
Paul.
So I want to just, before we introduce the next song, I just want to give a shout out to Bridget, Shelley, Dennis, Melinda, Kathleen, Natalie, and Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And everything that you get makes a difference for these children. Every dollar counts. And so thank you so much for your generosity. We really, really appreciate it. And it will be put to good use. We have lots of schools that want programs and lots of kids that need this. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Paul Reisler, founder, artistic director, executive director. I think he's just about every director of Kid Pan Alley right now.
No, I'm just the lowly guitar
You're,
player.
you're just the lonely guitar player. But I've always been so amazed because you have truly lived the musical life. And I don't think you've had to have any other job.
No, I haven't. Which is why you needed a pension, Cheryl.
I know, it's fine. You married well.
I married well.
That's the joke. But no, it gives me great honor and pleasure to introduce my husband, Paul Reisler.
Thank you, Cheryl. So I think I'll play an instrumental. That was Natalia sang that song so beautifully. And so rather than sing, I'm going to play. This one is a medley of two tunes, The White Edge of Winter and At Night the Roses Tango. And we recorded it on one of my albums. The album was called Paul Reisler and 1,000 Questions, and it's a was a wonderful band I had with Howard Levy from the Flecktones and Joe Craven from Grisman. And this is one of the songs. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, how are we doing? Oh my, well, let's do one more round.
Well,
and-
let's, we got maybe one or two more rounds.
Two more rounds.
We're having such a good time.
Yeah.
This is really fun. We have a lot of our dear friends out there. I see my old friend Dennis Gregg, who taught me how to canoe when I was like 20 years old, is out there. And as you can tell, that's been quite a long time ago. And of course, my Bloomfield, dear friend who plays cello on a lot of our albums and teaches with us at Rocky Mountain Song School, which is where I met Natalia. I've been teaching at Rocky Mountain Song School for 28 years, and Natalia came and taught with us a few years back, and I just fell in love with her. She is so great. So do we have some people to thank here, Cheryl?
We do. We have your good friend, Sue Malumpley, and we also have Kay and Jane, and thank you so much. It's just...
And remember today, in fact, until the end of the year, all donations are doubly matched thanks to our board of directors and the William and Mary Grieve Foundation. So every dollar is worth $3 to us.
It's a good deal.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good deal for us.
Yeah.
Not so good for the people who are matching it, because you guys are going to throw in so much money that they're going to have to dig really deep.
No. No, our board is very generous.
They
and
are
so we
very,
are
very
very
generous.
grateful for
Yes.
our board of directors. Very supportive, very
Yeah,
generous.
and we'll have scrolling in the bottom there is how you can donate at PayPal, or you can go to kidpanalley.org/donate and get on it that way.
Absolutely. So thank you so much. So let's go back. Melissa, we're ready.
Okay. Well, I thought I would do this song. It's called Stars Outnumber Our Hearts, or it's also called Getting Good at Getting Old. And this was actually a prompt for students as well. I asked them to write a song about a very short period of time, no more than like an afternoon or an evening. And they all wrote songs. The best song actually was a song called Chicken and Waffles, which was this kid, Sam, who was from San Diego. And he wrote... It was verse 1 was ordering the food, verse 2 was paying for the food, and verse 3 was picking up the food at the drive-through window. And the choruses were just simply chicken and waffles, chicken and waffles, chicken and waffles with my guys. And it was like this. It is still I still remember the song, so it's a great song. And but anyway, I didn't write one that week, and then they were like, "Professor, you haven't written a song," and so I did, and I'm really glad I did, because this is a popular song amongst people who like my music. This is called "Stars Outnumber Our Hearts," also known as Getting Good at Getting Old. It was dinner time in this tiny seaside town. Dogs were barking, kids were laughing. I was counting the days left till fall. The sun was setting heavy, the moon traced paper thin. I was getting ready to go out and get my fill of oysters so small, sweet and cold. A dozen oysters to help me taste the beauty in getting old. Yeah, because the smaller the thing, the bigger it feels, the less these days I gotta worry about. You got the kind of smile that holds me down. The simpler the words, the more they mean, and the less I try to fix you, the more I can fix me. Yeah, you got the kind of smile that holds me down. Hey, it seemed the whole town was out that night with their suntanned hands and their sandy jeans. And while the local band started digging in, the volume of happiness completely shut down. Every cell phone and every TV, everybody's beat on top, it's all about me. So we grabbed our drinks, grabbed our chairs, headed towards the exit and walked outside. We went into the streets, people poured out of cars, and all at once it seemed we were all just looking up to witness a display being put on by the mystic Aurora Borealis. Oh yeah, the whole dome of stars that night. Never had darkness looked so bright. Never had silence sounded so right. Yeah, then this said, you know, stars outnumber hearts. And everything inside of me just took a breath and stopped. Stars outnumber hearts. Yeah, because the smaller the thing, the bigger it feels, the less these days I got to worry about. Yeah, you got the kind of smile that holds me down. Oh yeah, the simpler the words, the more they mean. The less I try to fix you, the more I can fix me. Yeah, you got the kind of smile that holds me down. You know it's true, baby, your smile holds me down. So the lights came back on, I just closed out my check and started back home with the knowingness that my capacity to have a little bit of fun had grown with a moment, a memory that I would always hold. That perfect night in August when I got good at getting old. Yeah. Getting good at getting old. Getting good at getting old. Getting good, getting old. Yeah. I don't know what happened there at the end. I had a yodel in me. It's like this French Catholic has come, this yodel. I don't know where it's coming from. It's deep down in my DNA, some sort of Swedish person. I don't know what's happening.
Deep down in your yodeler.
Deep down in your yodeler, what have you got there? For God's sake, all the Irish kids are making fun of you now, for God's sake. Where have you seen Melissa? I haven't seen her since church, for God. I saw her on Sunday.
I love it.
Oh,
my
Yeah, be careful not to die of the consumption now, will you?
I think I want your next record to be all yodeling.
All yodeling. Irish yodeling.
Irish
It's a new
That
genre.
accent.
Folk Irish yodeling. What's your next time somebody asks me what I'm do for a living, I'm gonna be like, I'm actually a Irish yodeler. I focus on the
Well, it probably pays,
the 10th station of the cross.
it probably pays just as well as being a folk singer.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's why we keep the teaching gigs, Paul.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, what
Oh,
fun, Mike. I know everybody else. I was having a hard time staying in my seat. Like to get up and just.
That's a fun song. Yeah, it's a fun song to play live. Yeah. What are you gonna play? You're gonna play a sad song?
Should I know what?
No, play something happy.
Oh, okay.
Sick of sad.
All right, yeah, all right.
Let's write that song. I'm sick of sad.
Let's do that.
Mia, come on. You gotta get. I gotta go back to the Lions School. I haven't been there in like 12 years.
Yeah, it's so good.
I think I was there. Last time I was there was 2008 or something. I think. Oh, that's a great song. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's not a great song, but
Yes,
it's
it is.
happy-ish.
I think so.
What do you know?
Nothing. Oh, you got a tune though. Yeah. Does everybody know about Natalia's painting and what an amazing painter she is on this thing? I'll just hopelessly. Okay, she's an absolutely
about me.
incredible
This isn't
painter.
about me.
Okay, sorry. It's not about her. They're telling you it's okay.
Take an air guitar solo, honey. Wait, now stop, because I don't remember the words.
Somewhere in between the lounge act and the heart attack, in that hotel lobby where I got you that autograph copy. The only time I drank was when I was alone, waiting for somebody coming or going. And somewhere in between our plans and the local band, we had a doomed romance and then a second chance. could slip right through my hands, sinking or floating. I used to really love an airport bar. When you're talking to someone you'll never see again, you can make up who you are.
Oh, that was really fun.
And somehow I ended up with all the photo albums of your family. How come all white babies look like Winston Churchill or Jimmy Durante? Somewhere in between our first date and our registry, doors open and closing. We spent all our time just punching cards. Now I'm talking to someone I'll never see again. You're becoming who you are. Yeah, I'm talking to someone I'll never see again. You're becoming who you are. Somewhere in between the lounge act and the heart attack.
Lounge act, were you there for that one? No, that was before your time. Yeah.
I think what I love even more is the interaction between the two of you. While you're there, it's like, it's so fun to have you both in the same room.
It's better to watch people.
And that,
Like, there's other people too, like Barbara Jr. You're in the room with somebody else too.
That's Kay, her wife of 30 plus years, right?
Stop it, really?
Beauty, beauty, beauty.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to hang out
It
in the
is.
Zoom room.
Human beings, we like each
Well,
other.
this is really fun, you guys.
No, this is-
Yeah.
we have to keep ourselves on mute because we're over here just laughing
Laughing.
and cracking up and enjoying it and feeling it all.
And these concerts have been such a gift. We started them right after COVID started, back in March of 2020, and we were doing them every week for a while. That was a lot of work, but a lot of fun, and God, I just love it. I love hearing my friends play incredible songs, and make me laugh, make me cry, make me wish I'd written that song.
It's
Well,
amazing. But you've been doing some writing, Paul.
I
You've
have
written-
been. Every now and then I write a song, like every now and then.
No, I mean, you're
Like,
writing songs all the time with
yeah.
kids, but you've been
Well,
writing
Here's one
with
I
other folks.
wrote with Jonathan Bird. Cheryl and I met Jonathan at a festival this summer and just fell in love with him. And so Jonathan and I wrote this song. It was right after the 4th of July shooting in Highland Park in Illinois, where, a kid on the roof during the 4th of July parade opened fire. And this one is called High Ground. And Jonathan was on our last concert, and I asked him to play it, and he recorded it for us, but he hadn't really learned it yet, so I figured I'd learn it. Anyway. There's a kid on the rooftop, it's 4th of July. Small town parade in a clear blue sky. We take off our hats, put our hands to our hearts, with my wife and my children, till death do us part. We thought it was fireworks, it was 4th of July. People were screaming, run for your lives. scanning the rooftops, caught off guard, standing for freedom, and falling like stars. Who holds the high ground now, looking over this small town? How much in God do we trust? How much is down to us? I've been praying all my life, thought no one could dim that light. Now peace is hard to find. There's a bike and 2 dolls my kids left behind. Oh, I don't want to look, but I can't cover my eyes. Now a roof isn't shelter, it's where nightmares hide. Forever I'll be searching for where those ravens fly. Who holds the high ground now, looking over this small town? How much in God do we trust? How much is down us? I've been praying all my life, thought no one could dim that light. Now peace is hard to find. Who holds the high ground now, looking over this small town? How much in God do we trust? How much is down us? I've been praying all my life, thought no one could dim that light. Now peace is hard to find. But we gotta go on with life. We gotta go on with life. Do we gotta go on with life?
So we got a chance to see Jonathan. It's at the Ocracoke Folk Festival.
Ocrafolk.
Ocrafolk
In Ocracoke.
in Ocracoke. I know, say
There's a
that-
song there somewhere, but I
say
haven't
that
found it
5
yet.
times fast. But it was so amazing to watch him perform. And I don't know if you remember this, but we had some rain and everything was under tents for social distancing, and the power went out. And Jonathan just walked off the stage with his guitar in hand and just kept on singing. I mean, it was just a really powerful experience to watch that and to listen to him. And he's a great songwriter.
Yeah. Well, I loved writing that song with him.
Yeah, it was amazing. All right, let's spin it back around.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have
Do another one? Okay.
Melissa and Natalia each do a song, and we'll
And you'll bring
we'll
us
take it
home.
home.
All right. I want
Natalia.
to do I Don't Want You to Change, and then you can play and sing on that too. I was just thinking about Jonathan Byrd. I think the first time I met him was in did you ever do Wood Songs?
Mm-hmm.
Wood Song? Yeah, I did a Wood Song. When I did that, he was on that with, he was like the other act on it. What a great guy. He's really. Oh, crap.
Grandchild. It could be bad. We might have lost her.
I think you lost your microphone.
Whoops. Well, while they're figuring out where their microphone ran off to,
They got it.
Can you hear us again now?
now we
yes.
can.
Sorry
We just
about
have to
that.
walk off stage and play unplugged. We can do it.
I only have a 3-foot move.
Oh god. It's still all right, Ryan. Oh, that
Yeah.
original sound went off.
Like, what?
You put that original sound back on.
Okay. It's a good thing that my dance routine isn't in this show because I just can't really stretch out.
Modeling and
Well,
dancing.
you're gonna have to do it now that you've said it.
Can I have a capo, please, Natalia?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Same key as yesterday.
Wait, I'm coming.
Bowie, can I have the tuner also, please? Tuna.
Did you have something more interesting to tell the people?
Yeah, you guys can talk while we're trying to
Yeah, Cheryl?
exist in space together.
Oh my gosh.
Any questions, Cheryl?
Well, we have
I
some people to
can
thank.
think of lots of questions, but we've thus far. But
Okay, well, everybody needs to donate so we can thank them.
we'll give you a big round of applause at the
Yeah.
end. And the other thing is, hang on, because at the end of the broadcast, we run some credits and also a list of those who are very generous to us as our donors and sponsors. But hang around because we'll open up the Zoom room so you can say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
So don't leave.
All right, cool.
Okay.
There are some very, very interesting people in this audience that I want to talk to.
Are you?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll get there. It's gonna be great.
So this is a song called "I Don't Want You to Change." This is on a record of mine called "The Truth Is," and this is actually a co-write as well with a former colleague of mine from Berkeley, a woman named Scarlett Keys, who teaches in the songwriting department. And I remember I wrote this song at her kitchen table while she was getting ready to go to work, and her daughter was probably 5 or something there. And I wrote the whole song out. You know, when it just comes out of you, like the whole song was there. And then in the choruses, I wasn't repeating anything really. I was just kind of going off on these other lines, and Scarlett was in there. She played keyboards at a hotel, so you can just kind of visualize that. She's a blonde, beautiful, kind of quintessential, straight woman looking blonde, big, like Nashville, kind of like, just play it all up. She's got her outfit on to go play at the hotel lobby that night. And her husband, Rick, he plays ice hockey with the guys. He's got a big ice hockey bag. You can kind of like picture that family. And so she leaned out of the bathroom with her hair curler on, and she goes, it'd be great if you could write a song where everyone could sing along with you like that, like with her southern accent. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, just repeat it. Just repeat it. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you to change. That'd be a good chorus. And then so she took 30% of the song just for saying that. But anyway, we've worked it out. We're still friends. But anyway, this is the song. And she was right, actually, because people do sing along when they hear the song.
Sing along at home. Stay on mute.
Yeah, so I don't have to always, have to be so complicated all the time. So. I don't want you to be anything but who you are. Don't change the way you talk, how you move, or lose the friends who got you this far. Yeah, I don't need you to smile when you're really falling apart. Don't hide the truth about where you're from, who you love, or which side of your heart you're most comfortable living from. So when you feel a hesitation, think you know who I want you to be, remember that I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you to change. 'Cause this is the best that I can love you, completely without a cause. I have no greater desire meant to hold you, know you right now, right now, right now, right now, exactly as you are. So when you feel a hesitation and think you know who I want you to be, remember that I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you to change. Again. Oh, you know that I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you to change. I know you must be thinking, how am I supposed to trust you? Give you all of me back. I mean, once was hard enough to lose you, and now you're asking me to say yes. Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. You know, I said that I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you to change. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you to change. Don't change anything. So thank you to Scarlett for helping us all, helping me write a chorus that's sing-alongable.
Yeah, thank you, Scarlett.
Thank you. And I saw lots of mouths moving. And
I know, I just gotta get that, we gotta get that in a movie or something. It's a good song.
yeah,
In the movie.
there you go.
Definitely does. Wow, I think we're kind of, this has been so much fun.
It has.
I can't believe
So
it.
much fun.
Song.
So we got to get both you and Natalia at song school
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's the best.
That would be the
Yeah.
best.
Are you playing a song?
I don't know. Are we done?
Yeah.
You know,
You're gonna close us
you're
out.
going to close us out, Natalia.
Oh Lord.
And we've got a lot of good friends out there. You know, thanks for being here, Dennis and Eric Schwartz,
Susan from Goldenrod
Tracy.
Whoa, Susan.
has supported us forever.
Yay, Susan.
Carrie, Melinda, oh my
Because-
God, Ashley,
Oh, I see now, everybody.
Hang around.
Mindy. I saw Mindy here earlier.
Who's Pam Felber?
Oh, Pam
there's
Felber. Let me
There's
tell you
Britt.
about Pam
Oh,
Felber.
Britt. Hi,
So
Britt.
Pam was a teacher up in New Hampshire.
Oh,
And
that's close to where I am.
Yeah, she was in, and she got us to come up and write songs with her school, and then she had us write songs with her grandkids.
Wow,
She had us
awesome.
back and write songs with her the school again.
But she came to song school
Yeah.
because she was so excited, and she's been writing her own songs.
Awesome. Well, maybe you hang out after Pam in the little hangout after room or something.
And Ryan has produced a couple of her
Yeah.
songs.
Let's give a
Ryan,
big round for Ryan.
Ryan works with us at Kid Pan Alley, and
Sound
God,
extraordinaire.
I've known him for a long time. When he was, he took our one of our songwriting workshops back when he was in high school, and he was just such an amazing talent. And then one summer we got him a job at Dave Matthews Studio and another at Bias Recording, and Ryan's been doing all our recording, and he's an amazing engineer. And an amazing producer and an incredible musician and songwriter. We are so honored to have him working with us for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
So we'll get Natalia to finish up. We want to thank you all for your donations. Know that they have gone a long way tonight because they were matched 2 times over. And that allows us to work with hundreds, thousands of more children. In fact, our fall fundraiser is going to allow us to work with about 4,000 more children.
Yeah.
Just imagine, like, you're a 3rd grader and the first song you wrote got recorded by Amy Grant or Delbert McClinton. Just happened. Or Pinka Zukerman, even better. You know, how does that change the way you feel about yourself? How does that change your sense of being able to create something on your own? So we're very grateful for all the wonderful artists who've recorded our songs, like Amy Grant, Sissy Spacek, Raul Malo. There are over 100 people who've recorded our songs written with elementary school kids. So we're really honored for that. And we thank you. We thank Melissa and Natalia for being with us tonight. And especially we thank Natalia. Natalia is going to be my successor at Kid Pan Alley. And, you know, I'm getting, as you can tell, I'm getting a little long in the tooth here. And we believe that Kid Pan Alley is such an important thing for the children, for them to learn the creative process, whether they're being songwriters or whether they're being farmers. The creative process is really key in our lives. And yet, you know, there's so little training in the creative process. And so that's where Kid Pan Alley comes in, is working with the children, inspiring them to be creators of their own culture. And all of you are helping us be able to do that. We've been going for 23 years now. We've written about close to 3,000 songs with over 80,000 children. And when Natalia carries the torch forward, and I'm old and doddering, and I'll say there's been 160,000 children, and there's 6,000 songs. But anyway, thank you, and thanks all of you who are out there. Thanks, Pinkus, for your wonderful daughter, who has made my life so great.
All right, bring us home, Natalia.
All right, for anybody who needs to hear a little bit of a different holiday song, holidays can be rough. And this is, I wrote this on the eve of 2021. What a year 2020 was. What a year 2022 has been. So this is for anybody who needs this. Oh, hopefully somebody. It's the Gregorian calendar's annual rollover. Excavating meaning from what state's sanctioned and tethered. So not that you need it, but I give you permission to skip this one altogether. 'Cause we're celebrating mostly so commerce can function. Participate only if this is your mission. That you can look how you made it through 2020 and 2021 and 2022 with nothing less than complete adoration. If it makes sense, how's it go? If it makes sense in your heart, honor it. Oh shoot, if it makes sense in your heart, honor it. Yeah. And in your defense, you could burn it all and grieve. 'Cause whether you think it's gone well or badly, we have been colliding quickly with saints and thieves. Forget about nature. Oh no. Ah! Damn it!
Best part of the show.
Oh! Take him home, Zukerman! Forget about the moon and the autumn's last harvest. Rhythms of nature, earth and sky, solace. Stolen land, broken treaties, the least of the mention. I am afraid I don't know how to hold you. If it makes sense in your heart, honor it.
whether you think it's gone well or badly. We have been colliding quickly with saints and thieves. Yeah, it's the Gregorian calendar's annual rollover. I'm excavating meaning from what is state sanctioned and tethered. So not that you need it, but I give you permission to skip this one altogether.
That's the best New Year's song ever.
Oh, wow. Well, a big thanks to all of you for being here, and thanks to Melissa and Natalia for the amazing songs. I'm going to play a few little things here just to close us out, and then we're going to open the Zoom room where we can talk with each other and thank the wonderful musicians. We were talked a lot about Song Camp, and yes, we teach at Rocky Mountain Song School in Colorado. But there's another one coming up that my friend Mike Beck and I have organized in Italy in October next year, and it's in the most beautiful place I've ever seen with the best food. And this is Song Camp Italy here, and we've got my old friend John McCutcheon. I've known John for 50 years now. Beppe Gambetta, Steve Poltz, Bonnie Hayes from Berkeley, Matt Becker, Susan Catania from Berkeley, me and Mike Beck, October 3 through 8 out in Lassi, Italy. So if you want to have just the greatest time, come join us there. Also, I want to tell you about a live stream that happens by my friends at In Your Ear Studios. Now, I watch it every week because they are the masters of production. They have one of the best studios on the East Coast, and when they put on a show, they really put on a show virtually, and I learn a lot from the way in which they do it. So they do it every Tuesday night at 7:30. And then finally, next week, we've got a couple of upcoming things, which are here in where I live in Rappahannock County, and I know there's some people here from that. We're having Stories Behind the Songs with Kaya Abernathy, Miranda Hope, Ben Mason, and Cheryl and I, where we'll tell stories about the songs we wrote. And then on the January 8th, that's on the 7th, and January 8th at the Sandler Center for the Performing Arts in Virginia Beach. Years ago, I co-wrote a full-length piece for orchestra and narrator based on Aesop's Fables, and the Symphonicity is going to be performing that on January 8th. And finally, just
best friends, they're always by your side. Yes, they are. Best friends, they stand the test of time. They cheer you on. Best friends,